Have you ever wondered what it's like for an INFJ to fall in love? Do you have a crush on one and want to know whether they reciprocate? Continue reading if you want to be the INFJ love match for your crush. An INFJ in love will spend more time with you than with anybody else. They will also look out for you and care for your well-being. This should not be confused with their inherent loving sides. Even though an INFJ will treat you differently when they like you, it's important to understand how INFJs behave in relationships. But before we get into some INFJ love indications, here are some definitions you should know. What exactly is INFJ? An INFJ is a 16 personality advocate who is introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judgmental. They are notable for being one of the world's rarest species, accounting for around 1.5% of the total global population. Distinguishes the advocate 16 personality type as they stand out from the crowd without even trying. How do INFJs behave? INFJs are contemplative, mystical, and inspiring. They don't speak much, but they effortlessly elicit adoration from those around them. INFJs are also empathetic and seek for the betterment of others. This characteristic distinguishes them as unique jewels in their interpersonal connections and in society. 10 signs an INFJ is in love with you. Number 1. Although they are quiet and reserved, introverts enjoy small activities that might stimulate their intellect. This is particularly true for an organization that helps people stay active. Regardless of how quiet I usually am, I would continue a conversation with someone if they brought up a subject that spoke to me. One method to tell if you're an INFJ best match is if you place a high value on mental stimulation. If you enjoy having late-night conversations with INFJ folks, you are quite compatible with them. It's one of the prerequisites for INFJ relationships to work out. Number 2, your emotional requirements will be considered by us. We INFJs are empathetic, spongy creatures. We are capable of absorbing both positive and negative emotions from others. Even while people with advocate personalities may struggle with this, it gets even wilder if they really like you. They share your emotions, therefore they will automatically experience all you are feeling. Because of their extroverted feeling, FE function, this attribute is especially true. Their propensity for processing their emotions from an outside perspective makes INFJ relationships more intimate. Be prepared to have a lot of emotional conversations if you're dating an INFJ with 16 personalities. Being emotionally unavailable to these people is agony because your welfare equates to their welfare. A true INFJ lover will share in both your happiness and your sorrow, especially if you're dating an INFJ-T. Number 3, will help you be your best self. Altruism is a trait shared by INFJs. As a result, we will constantly be concerned about society as a whole and the people in our immediate vicinity. If you are closely connected to us, we'll make sure you achieve the pinnacle of your own development. This characteristic applies in particular to INFJ lovers. Naturally, they want to see their spouse succeed and fulfill their goals and aspirations. To do this, an INFJ woman in love will harmoniously combine her ambitions with those of her partner. No matter how dissimilar her partner's interests are from her own, she will be curious about them. The perfect match for INFJ males or girls is anyone who can reciprocate the same, as this act of selflessness can greatly endear others to INFJs. Number 4, you'll want to get to know us well. INFJ 16 personality types are reserved and mystical. They have a wide range of interests and a constant desire to understand the true significance of everything. You can guarantee they'll be curious to learn more about you if you're their love interest. The wonderful thing about an INFJ in a romantic relationship is that they never stop trying to learn more about you. The case for casual connections with activists is very different. They'll pay attention to you in a romantic connection. An INFJ is truly in love with you if they are unable to conceal their curiosity regarding your activities. All INFJ romantic relationships are marked by a lot of in-depth discussions during which the two people bond really well. Number 5, we'll work on maintaining comfortable silence. Silence is gold, speech is silver. Theodore Carlyle. In an INFJ relationship, every syllable in this sentence has significance. When an INFJ can be with you and do nothing, that person is actually in love with them. INFJs are not the talkative kind. Thus, compatibility in relationships is determined by how well both personalities can balance this quality. However, an INFJ will show you how much they care about you through gestures, cuddles, facial expressions, and all the tiny things they do in quiet. INFJ love will teach you how to love honestly and naturally if you're not used to this kind of adoration. Ironically, people with the Advocate 16 personality type can still be rather talkative because words of affirmation are an INFJ's second love language, which brings us to the following issue. Number 6, will be honest with you. An INFJ who falls in love with someone whose preferred method of communication is through words of affirmation, such as ENFP, would need to practice verbal communication. This shouldn't be difficult because despite their tendency to be quiet, advocates frequently have excellent communication abilities. The longer you are with someone, the more access you'll have to their thoughts. Thankfully, INFJs tend to develop these social abilities when around types like ENFPs. They are a breath of new air for the reserved character of an INFJ, especially when they complement one another's opposite qualities. Although INFJs tend to be reserved in relationships, they can open up more when they fall in love with a talkative partner. They show you that they care about you by letting you into their worlds. Number 7, will make an effort to comprehend you. There is no perfect INFJ personality compatibility test. As a result, even if you may believe that you and your spouse are the ideal INFJ relationship match, you would still need their full cooperation to make things work. Fortunately, this resonates with those who have an advocate personality. An INFJ will make an effort to comprehend you if they adore you. INFJ proponents may match practically any personality type with an INFJ if they think it will work. INFJs will make an effort to make a relationship work by accepting their partners. It's an indication of INFJ love if an INFJ individual is constantly curious about your likes and dislikes. Number 8, will guard our connection fiercely. When in love, an INFJ immediately develops unrealistic views about their union. They consider how to make their relationship work in the future. INFJ lovers are cautious in their relationships because of this. Nothing should be able to derail their goals. However, reality might hit in an unexpected way and make INFJs stop believing in their connection, which is one reason why they abandon relationships. They won't stay if they believe there's nothing left to fight for. The door slam is the term for this. Number 9, you can count on our support. Your dreams are the same as our dreams when we're in love, and we'll do anything to make them come true. INFJ relationship compatibility is important. For this reason, it's difficult for us to support you as much as we would want if your future goals don't line up with ours. However, this personality feature is a wonderful indicator of a romantic INFJ man. He must love you if he is your biggest supporter and encourages you to pursue all of your interests and ambitions. Your success closely relates to how happy he is. So an INFJ guy will assist his partner physically and emotionally until she reaches her full potential. Number 10, will give you a lot of thought. Because advocates are quiet thinkers, we tend to think about them more than we talk about them when we like them. INFJ romance may initially feel like rocket science because of this. Instead of taking action, we're internalizing every choice we make and trying to figure out how to effectively incorporate our partner's life into our own. Relationships with INFJs are rife with dreams about how they ought to be. Because of this, an INFJ girlfriend can spend a lot of time reflecting about the person she loves and working to make her idealistic thoughts a reality. On that note, I'll end this video here. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.